Hi guys, welcome back to Too Cool for Middle School. Today we're going to talk about something very important, teacher shoes, and in particular teacher flats. I'm going to share with you the 5 pairs that I have in my flats collection. Over the years I've kind of narrowed down my collection and gotten rid of a few pairs and added a few pairs, and I'm pretty happy with where it's at right now. It works for me for teaching and being on my feet all day. All 5 of these pairs are really comfortable. I'll be talking you through the pros and cons of different brands and different fits and things like that. And there are a few that I also have my eye on that I'll be letting you know about as well. In case anyone is wondering, by the way, these earrings are from Wells Cooperative. They are a fair trade jewelry company and I love their stuff. I'm gonna have to do a jewelry collection video, kind of similar to this one soon. Okay, so my first pair are just these black pointed flats from Tom's. I like the pointed toe, I like the style of it, and it also makes the shoes really comfortable. Couple of things about these. Tom's is not a fair trade company, but they do have very transparent practices, so you can go on their website and read all about their production and employment and all of that. So they're kind of inching toward the fair trade, ethical side of things. I think that their shoes are really comfortable and I always like their styles. My complaint about their shoes is that I feel like they break down fairly quickly. While I love the style of these and I love wearing them and they fit well and they're super comfortable, I feel like they're starting to look old and starting to wear out. I've had them for 2 or 3 years, but I might be in the market for a new pair of black flats soon, just because they're starting to look a little raggedy. My next pair are these gray suede flats by J.Crew. These are my oldest pair of my collection, but they don't look very old. These were probably around the $100 mark. They were pretty expensive, but you can tell that they are really well made. They are so comfortable. The suede can be a little bit finicky, so I don't like wearing these outside in the grass or anything like that. And as far as I know, J.Crew doesn't claim to be a fair trade or ethical company, so it's not a place that I typically shop anymore. But like I said, these are maybe 3 or 4 years old. They've held up really well. I love them and I continue to wear them. The next pair I think I got last year, so I think I've had these for 1 year. These are my Tiks. These are in the color chestnut. These are also quite well made. They have the teal soles, which are really cute. These are really comfortable. They take a little while to break in, and then after that they do really form to your foot. The only thing that I would have done differently with these is that I wish I had gotten them in red. They're really expensive, so I wanted to just get a color that I thought I could wear with almost anything, but for some reason, every time I get dressed, I'm like, oh my gosh, red flats would look so cute with this. And just because of their design, they're just very, very streamlined, simple ballet flat, I think these would look so good in a cherry red. So maybe someday. So all 3 of those are really neutral, just the black, gray, and brown. And I also have another fairly neutral color. These are my navy Rothys. These are so comfortable, and they're comfortable right off the bat. You don't have to do anything to break them in, and they are made out of recycled water bottles. So I love that about these. These have the rounded toe, but I love this little kind of pointy detail here. Plus you can wash these, so you can take out the insoles and then throw this part in the washing machine. You just wash them on cold and don't dry, and they come out great. I have a Rothy's code below if you're interested in getting $20 off. And I would say that these are more comfortable than all 3 of the previous pairs. I mean, all of these are comfortable. I've only kept the comfortable ones, but these are really good. Rothy's has these in a pointed toe in a blush pink, and actually I would really like those too. My last pair have the biggest pop of color, but they're still pretty neutral. These are by the Root Collective, and I actually just did a Facebook interview with the company's founder, so if you go over to Facebook you can see that interview on their Facebook page. And I asked a lot of questions about how they are made. These are fair trade, made in Guatemala. These are expertly constructed, you can tell. I love the detail in the back. I think this is so pretty, and the sole is very substantial. So these are great for being on your feet all day. Another thing that I love about the toe is that it's permanently raised a little bit, you know, so these never like pinch or crush your toes. So I really appreciate that about how these are designed. They're made out of like fabric. It's a firm fabric, but they are a little bit different than the other pairs. So these and the Rothys are probably tied for the most comfortable, and these two pairs are also the most ethically made. So I definitely appreciate that about both of them. And I also have a link below where you can get a discount on the Root Collective. I'll leave links below to any pairs that are still available. Some of them are really old and maybe not available anymore. And none of these shoes are especially cheap, but if you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm trying to invest in better quality shoes and clothing and things that are made more ethically and more sustainably, like the flats made out of water bottles. I think that's so cool. So I have a pretty neutral collection of flats. I just enjoy knowing that all of them are comfortable, none of them are gonna pinch my feet by the end of the day, and most of them go with all of my outfits. So it just kind of depends on what I happen to be in the mood for that day, but I feel like I have a flat for every occasion. So let us know down below which flats are your favorite. What do you like to wear every day? What brands have you found to be comfortable? It's always great to share that information with fellow teachers. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.